Okay, good afternoon, students. Today we are going to see the unit 3 topics and the static and dynamic friction and laws of friction. These are the unit 3 title: static and dynamic friction, laws of friction, equilibrium of your body on a rough horizontal plane, inclined plane, and the inclined plane subjected to a force acting along the inclined plane. Applications of friction: simple contact friction, that is ladder friction, screw friction, belt friction, rolling resistance. Then what is friction? So friction is a force. So friction also force between two surfaces that are sliding or trying to slide across each other is called friction. Friction is a force between two surfaces that are sliding or trying to slide across each other. For example, when you try to push a book along the floor, the friction makes this difficult. Friction always works in the direction opposite to the direction in which the object is moving or trying to move. See this picture. See here. The person no skating is moving the forward. The friction is acting opposite direction. Suppose the friction not here, definitely he is going to fall down or slipping. See the football. Okay. Then you the rub your hand, in the hand, no, the both hands just rub it. So there is also friction. No? After continuous rubbing, there is a heat is generating. Why heat is generating? Because there is a friction. There is a loss of energy. You see this picture. One block, a blue color block is there resting on the surface. So I am pushing the right side. So the motion is right side. So the rough surface, no. So friction is at the contact surface. See the this bottom contact, no. The friction is opposite direction. Okay. The definition of friction: the opposing force which acts in the opposite direction of the movement of the upper body is called friction force, or simply friction. Friction other name friction force. The opposing force which acts in the opposite direction of the movement of the upper body is called friction force, or simply friction. So the friction, different types of friction is there. Suppose see the static friction. Even though we are applying, sometimes you are pushing the table weight is more. Suppose the table weight is 1000 kg. Okay, just applying 50 kg on the force. Okay, the weight is increased. No, therefore weight is increases. The friction contact also increases. So I applied force less. Therefore the body is not moving. That's called static friction. Even though we applied, but the body is not moving because the weight is higher. That the condition we can say static friction. Okay. When the body is rest, no, whenever the body is rest, we have to say static friction. Then sliding friction. Sliding, no, when try to move. Okay, when try to move, that called sliding friction. Is the surface. The surface is bottom surface, contact the another surface, sliding. This is called sliding friction. Rolling friction. See the roller. Roller is rotating, roller is rotating. That's called rolling friction. We have applied force. I applied. Therefore, the roller is rotating. This is called rolling friction. See the rolling friction. Rolling motion. That red color, the force I am applying. Therefore, the roller is started rotating. The rolling friction is opposite direction. See the aeroplane. Aeroplane is flying, no? Flying in the air. So the air is also a resistance, no? The opposite force is acting. That is called air friction. Okay. So static friction, you under applied force, the friction force is maximum, the body is not moving. That condition, static friction. See the moving through water. Now fish fish is moving forward. Therefore, the fluid also some, the fish is contact upper and lower, no? Upper and lower is contact the water. All the sides is contact the water. So it's moving this direction. Therefore, the viscous force. This is called viscous force. Whenever say the liquid and oil, we have to show viscous friction. Okay. Then static friction. Static friction, the friction develop at body's rest condition. When the friction for developing at a moving, no, that's called kinetic friction. See here, kinetic friction occurs when the force is applied to object and the object moves. Suppose the bus is moving. When bus is started to moving, we need force, no? That's why we are engine started. When engine started, the gear changes and the accelerator changes. Therefore, the body is moving. When the body is moving, the applied force maximum. The friction is less. That time also friction is there. The tire is contacting the road, no? That time is called a kinetic friction. So kinetic friction occurs when the force is applied to an object and the object moves. Okay. In static friction, the friction is more. That's why the body is not moving. But in the kinetic friction, the friction is less. Then only the body start moves. Okay. For example, sliding friction, pushing an object across the surface. See here, the boy is sliding, no? The park, we are always seeing the park. There is a, there is inclined surface. This is called sliding friction. Understand? When sliding started, body is moving, no? It's called kinetic friction. Okay? The rolling friction, a tire, no? Sometimes we are playing with the tires. Maybe cycle tire or car tires. And started rolling. So the friction between wheels and the surface. When started moving, body is moving, we have to show kinetic friction. The fluid friction. See the swimmer swimming in the water. So the fluid friction is there. Okay. So kinetic friction occurs when force is applied to an object and the object moves. So friction is the force that opposes the motion of one object moving past another. The friction depends on the surfaces of two objects and how hard the objects are pushed together. See the diagram A and B. The one is the surface, something is different. You see the green surface. So this the A surface, no, the man is having some the bottom there is a one attached, no. The same person moving on the different surface. So the friction is depends on the surface's nature. If a surface is more rough, there is more friction. If the surface is less rough, therefore less friction. That's why the friction depends on the surface. Students, friction is depends on the surfaces. Whether the rough surfaces or medium rough surfaces or smooth surface. If smooth surface, there is no friction. Okay. So friction depends on the surfaces of two objects and how hard the objects are pushed together. So smooth surfaces usually have less friction than rough surfaces. Yes, generally we see the surface when we see on our home. No, we made a tiles or polished surface. Okay, something less friction. You see on the road we are moving on our street. No, is the surface very rough surface. No, okay, the friction is more. Okay, the friction increases when surfaces are pressed together with a greater force. So friction also increases with the weight of the object. So weight is more. So friction also more because weight is acting on the surface, no, perpendicular downward. Suppose weight is increases, the friction also increases. Okay. So one thing you have to mind it, the friction is depend upon the surfaces contact, whether it's smooth surfaces or rough surfaces. The rough surfaces more, the friction also more. Sometimes the smooth surface having no friction or less friction. And another point, If the weight is increases, the friction also increases. Okay. Then the contact friction we already discussed. When two surfaces are moving past each other. Rolling, movement of a circular object on surface. Example, cart on wheels, a tire. These are the kinetic friction examples. The difference, static friction and kinetic friction. See, the kinetic friction, other name is dynamic friction. Students, the kinetic friction, other name, dynamic friction. Types of friction. The static friction, it is the friction that acts on two surfaces in contact that are not moving. When the force to move applied, even though we applied force, the body is not moving, no, that condition is called static friction. Kinetic friction, it is a friction that acts on two surfaces in contact that are moving. Okay, while moving, the friction developed is called kinetic friction. If not moving, even though applied force, the body is not moved, that time is called static friction. Static friction has maximum, and as long as the force applied does not exceed this maximum, the two surfaces will not move. See, suppose the table, no, our in the classroom, the table is there. Suppose a very long table, weight is high. Is one student is just pushing, definitely the table is not moving because the friction is maximum. Because it's a long table, so applied force is minimum, the body is not moved, therefore the friction is maximum. But in the kinetic friction, no, we are moving, no, whenever moving, we apply maximum force, no. Therefore, this type of friction has constant magnetic regardless of the relative speed at which the two surfaces are moving. So the kinetic friction is less. When it's moving, the friction is less. When it's not moving, the friction is maximum. Okay. You see this diagram. You see this diagram. This is applied force. I am taking the horizontal direction. The friction force in y direction. Just take our table. You see this diagram. You see this diagram. I am applying force P. P is applying. When applying, no, friction is acting opposite direction. When it is going to move, suppose the weight, for example, the weight of the object 10 kg, 10 Newton. Just imagine weight of the object 10 Newton. Okay, I am applying 1 Newton. Definitely the body is not moving. I apply 2 Newton. Definitely the body is not moving. When I am applying 5 Newton, not moving. When applying the increased forces, that is, see the graph. Initially is not moving. Students, initially is not moving. Up to some stages is stable. The O to A, no, up to some stages. I'm gradually increasing the load, but the body is not moving. After reaching some maximum limit, I applied force. Heavy force applied. Therefore, that A point started to moving. Students, at A point, the body started to moving. Okay, that is at A point. That point A is having maximum friction. When you have to say maximum friction, the body is going to start move. That time we can say friction, maximum friction, or limiting friction. Before that, you have just to say friction. But when it's going to start, that body gives maximum friction. After you are applying force maximum, no, see the horizontal force, the applied force increases. So there is body is going to start, is moving stage. Okay, yes, here up to some stage, the body began not moving. That is called static friction. After the body started to moving, after reaching the maximum friction, the body is going to start because we applied more force. That is going to start that point. We have to say limiting friction or maximum friction. Generally, friction is directly proportional to normal reaction. Generally, friction is directly proportional to normal reaction. Therefore, F is directly proportional to normal reaction. Therefore, I remove the constant. I introduce a mu. F equal to mu n. Here, two friction, no. One is static and another is dynamic friction. Therefore, I introduce Fs. F means friction, S means static. So static friction. Mu S means coefficient of static friction. The S means static condition. Body is not moving. N is normal reaction. Then maximum friction or limiting friction. When we have to say maximum or limiting friction, at maximum the force is the body is going to start. Okay, that time you have to say maximum friction. So F max equal to same formula, mu S into N. Not moving, but going to start. Okay. Therefore, F max, F limit, mu S into N. Now, kinetic friction. Kinetic friction, when it's kinetic friction, body is moving. The friction developed and the surface when body is moving. That is friction is called kinetic friction. Fk. Fk equal to mu Q into N. Fk equal to kinetic friction. Mu Q equal to coefficient of kinetic friction. N equal to normal. Generally, Fs greater than Fk. Static friction is higher than the kinetic friction. Static friction because body is not moving. That means friction is maximum. Fk is the body is moving. Therefore, the friction is less. Therefore, Fs greater than Fk. See here. It is experimentally found that the magnitude of limiting friction bears a constant ratio to the normal reaction between two surfaces. That is, this ratio is called coefficient of friction. That is mu equal to F divided by N. F is called a limiting friction, maximum friction. N equal to normal reaction. We discussed the first unit now. Suppose the having a wooden block, weight is acting perpendicular downward. Is contact no. Therefore, reaction N. We are already we have noted R reaction no. Here I have noted N. NR. Okay. Therefore, mu equal to coefficient of friction F divided by N. This is a definition for coefficient of friction. It is experimentally found. The coefficient of friction equal to that is F equal to mu N. Therefore, mu equal to F divided by N. Mu equal to coefficient of friction. See, students, mu equal to coefficient of friction. F means friction. N is normal reaction. You know, every action equal to opposite reaction. No, the body is touching on the surface. No, therefore normal reaction. Next, dynamic friction. When the body is moving condition, then the friction force exerted by the body is called dynamic friction. Dynamic friction also classified sliding friction, rolling friction, pivot friction. What are the forces affecting friction? Mass of the object, material of the surface or object, area of the contact. Suppose mass is heavy, friction is heavy. Suppose surface, no, whether it is wooden surface or floor or road surface or steel surface or plastic surface. So these are factor affecting the friction. Then area of contact. See here, our the tire is contact less place. Sometimes the roller, no, its contact is more. When contact is more, the friction also more. Suppose weight is increases, friction also increases. The area of contact also increases, the way friction also increases. Because contact surface increases, no. Then shape of the contact, whether a rectangular shape or circular shape, you see our foot. Our foot is something different, no? The middle of the foot not touching on the surface, only the front and the edge, backside edge is contact, no? So these are the factors affecting the friction. So the static friction example, pushing, sliding, rolling. So friction, see students, friction means force only. Okay, this unit Newton. Okay. Class rep, can you read the definition? This definition, first two definition.
Static friction. It is friction experienced by a body when it is at rest. Or in other words, it is a friction when the body tends to move. Dynamic friction. It is a friction experienced by a body, but it is also called kinetic friction.
Sliding, rolling, sliding friction, rolling friction.
Okay. So I should read that.
Yes.
The dynamic friction is of the following two types. First is sliding friction. It is the friction experienced by a body when it slides over another. Next is rolling friction. It is a friction experienced by a body when it rolls over another body.
Okay. So you clearly understand what is static and dynamic. When you say dynamic, there is two types: sliding friction, rolling friction. See this diagram. Sliding, no, the boy is sliding. Okay. This rolling, the roller is or inclined surface or horizontal surface. Then law of friction, law of static friction, law of kinetic friction. These are the standard law. Okay. Beginners, can you read all the points? Law of static friction. Kavi, can you read the statements?
Yes, sir. Law of static friction. First point, the force of friction always acts in a direction opposite to that in which the body tends to move. If the force of friction would have been absent, the magnitude of the force of friction is exactly equal to the force which tends to move the body. Magnitude of the limiting friction bears a constant ratio to the normal reaction between the two surfaces. Mathematically, F by R equal to constant, where F is equal to limiting friction and R or N is equal to normal friction. The force of friction is independent of the area of contact between the two surfaces. The force of friction depends upon the roughness of the surfaces.
Yes. Okay. So the friction force acting opposite direction on the body tends to move. First point. Second point, the force of friction is exactly equal to the force which tends to move the body. That is applied force equal to friction force when body started to move. Static condition, no. Then the body is not moving. Students, we are discussing static friction. When applied force equal to friction force, then the body is not moving. The mu equal to FIR. Third point, F divided by R. R means normal reaction. N other name R, normal reaction. Then fourth point, the force of friction is independent of the area of contact of two surfaces. It depends on only roughness of the surfaces. Whether rough surface, smooth surfaces. Okay. Then law of kinetic friction, dynamic friction. Class rep, read the statement. Class rep.
Laws of kinetic or dynamic friction. Following are the laws of kinetic or dynamic friction. The force of friction always acts in a direction opposite to that in which the body is moving. The magnitude of kinetic friction bears a constant ratio to the normal reaction between the two surfaces, but this ratio is slightly less than that in case of limiting friction. For moderate speeds, the force of friction remains constant, but it decreases slightly with the increase of speed.
Okay, these are the points. So here also the dynamic friction is acting opposite direction. Okay, in the kinetic friction, Fk equal to mu k n n. Fk equal to mu co into n, no, mu k. Here, no. Therefore, mu k equal to Fk divided by n. That is the point. The magnitude of kinetic friction bears constant ratio to the normal reaction between two surfaces. But this ratio is that, yes, when kinetic friction is less, no, when compared to the maximum friction. Limiting friction is the friction of force at the body started to moving. When body started to moving, the friction force less. Okay. For moderate speed, the force of friction remains constant. but decreases slightly with increases speed. Yeah, speed. Suppose speed is increases, high speed. When you say high speed, no, the friction is must be definitely less. Then only the body can move high speed. Yes, that's a statement. For moderate speed, the force of friction remain constant, but it decreases. Friction is decreases. Suppose the body high speed moving 200 km per hour, definitely the friction is less. Okay. Then the equilibrium of a body on a rough horizontal plane. Students, you must remember this the one equation we discussed. So far we discussed the first equation. F is friction force equal to mu into R. We are discussing static friction. The Fr, what is F? Friction force. What is mu? Coefficient of friction. Understand? What is R or N? Normal reaction. You see this diagram. You clearly understand. There is a one wooden block is resting surfaces. The wooden block having weight, no? Therefore, weight is acting perpendicular downward. As per Newton's law, what is Newton's law? Every action equal to opposite reaction. Therefore, I am denoting N or R. That N is normal reaction or R equal to reaction. Suppose I am pushing applied force P. Definitely the rough surface, no. So there is a friction is there, opposite direction. Why I am putting limiting friction? Maximum friction. When you say maximum friction, the body is not moving. Understand? We applied force equal to limiting friction. Maximum friction applied. Maximum friction, maximum force applied. Therefore, maximum friction is developed. At the body's rest condition. Students, rest condition. The F limiting friction equal to mu into N. When you have to say limiting friction, maximum friction, the friction force developed when body is going to start. Body is going to start, that time friction force is called a limiting friction. See here, the N is going to middle, W also going to middle, the P is also going to middle. So the friction is here, but the net effect is goes to definitely middle. The friction is contact surface, but its effect is goes to middle. So all forces concurrent. Why is concurrent? Is going to single point. Just imagine N is going to middle, W is going to middle, the P is also going to middle, midpoint, the middle of the block. The friction also here, but its effect goes to middle of the body. We have to assume. So is concurrent. Students, is concurrent. Look like a particle, no? Concurrent means particle. What is equilibrium condition for particle? Sum is not H equal to 0, sum is not V equal to 0. So we have to use this equation for solving the problems. Okay? Students, any questions? So I repeating what we discussed today. We started about friction. What is friction? It is a force that develops when two bodies in contact and one body is trying to move. That is that time the friction was developing. Friction force depends on the surfaces of two objects, and it depends on the weight of the object also. There is a two types of friction: static friction and kinetic friction. What is static friction? The friction force developed when body at rest and contact with each other. Kinetic friction when two surfaces contact and one surface is moving with another one is called a kinetic friction. The kinetic friction further classified sliding, rolling, fluid friction. Then we differentiated the static friction, kinetic friction. Static friction is always greater than the kinetic friction. Okay. Then limiting friction we discussed. What is limiting friction? When the body is going to start, that time friction force is called a limiting friction or maximum friction. Okay. When started to move, the body friction force is called dynamic friction. Then we know F is friction force directly proportional to normal reaction. F is directly proportional to normal reaction. I remove the direction proportional, that for F equal to mu n. Here there is two frictions, static friction and kinetic friction. When you say static friction, Fs equal to mu s into n. Mu is equal to coefficient of friction. What is mu? F divided by n. See here, mu equal to F divided by n. Okay. Then Fk, kinetic friction. when body is moving, no, we have the kinetic friction. Kinetic equal to mu k into n. Mu k equal to coefficient kinetic friction. Mu s coefficient static friction. So which friction is maximum? Static is friction. Therefore, maximum. Fs greater than Fk. Then limiting friction also, or maximum friction mu s into n. When you have to say limiting or maximum friction, the body is going to start. Suppose we are applying forces gradually increasing. Once upon a time, the body is going to start when applying force maximum. That time friction force is called maximum friction. That's why the graph, up to some stage only the body is rest. That is called static friction. After the body is going to start. When is the body going to start, that friction is called maximum friction. Then we discuss about the law of static friction, law of dynamic friction. Then we discussed about the rough horizontal plane. See the rough horizontal plane. See the horizontal plane, rough horizontal plane. We discussing equilibrium of your body on a rough horizontal plane. That's why I have given this example. One body is resting on a rough horizontal plane. I am pushing that right side. Therefore, friction is opposite side. If the body is having weight, no, weight is acting perpendicular downward. Under normal reaction, upward. Okay. So this is the free body diagram. So we have to consider concurrent. How we can say concurrent? All forces goes through middle point. Even though the friction is here, but the friction net effect goes to middle. Okay. So it's the equilibrium equations. So I stop here. Today we discussed about what is friction, then what is static friction, what is dynamic friction, what is maximum friction, limiting friction, then coefficient of friction we discussed. Okay. Then sliding friction, rolling friction, law of static friction, kinetic friction discussed. Then equilibrium of body on a rough horizontal plane. Okay, you remember this equation, summation H0, summation V0. We are going to use this equation and solve the problems.